everybody, and welcome to a Sunday afternoon live stream that I'm currently dripping. Yes. Hope you can hear me all. Hang on, I've got an echo coming here. Why have we got an echo? We don't want an echo. That's better. No, it's not. That'll do. Yes, hello everybody. Hang on, let me just get onto the comments. There we go. Right, okay, yes, welcome everybody. I didn't put up a going live thing earlier on because I forgot. I've had to leave my door open and I've turned the light off because it is stifling. Absolutely stifling. It's 31 centigrade outside, which actually the real temperature, how it feels like, is about 37. So obviously it's really hot in here. It's about 30 centigrade in here. Tomorrow, the temperature here is going to be 34 to 35. And the real temperature outside will be about 39 to 40. So, God. Yeah, I'm glad I'm at work tomorrow, actually, because at least we've got air conditioning in the car and air conditioning in the office. So, thankfully, after these 2 days, it starts to go back down again. Tuesday is still going to be warm, probably about 28 degrees, 26 to 28 degrees, but then it's going to shrink right back down to about the 22, 23. So I just got to get through these 2 days as best I can. But I am moist, I am dripping, but I do have a lovely ice cold Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, caffeine free. So we got some comments. Let's go through a few of the comments. Let's start off with Gary. Hello, Gary. Tomorrow is going to be as hot as balls. Well, my balls are already hot anyway. You don't want to know about that. So, but like I say, thankfully, I've got an air-conditioned office probably for most of the day tomorrow. Problem with our office is where the air conditioning units are, sometimes it blows down on people that get cold quick. So you have them moaning, I'm cold, can we turn the air conditioning off? You can never get it set right in the office. So really, they should actually seat people where the air conditioning is. You know, those that don't mind the air conditioning and don't mind being cold, seat them around the air conditioning unit. And those that don't, put them somewhere else. But that's just me. Butts Unplugged is here. Hello, we've got to have an unplugged butt on a Sunday. And Sub-Zero as well. Hello. Agnes Lulu. We've got Mega Evil Jester as well. Oh dear, where are we? We've got Bristolian Dave. All right, my babbers. All right, mate. And we have Rihanna, of course. Hello, mate. I'm so happy today because I got more WWE DVDs and went to see 4 movies today in the cinema. Is that to get out of the heat? Because I was actually thinking the same thing. Borderlands, Deadpool, and Wolverine Trap. Oh, hang on. Borderlands, Deadpool, and Wolverine Trap. It ends with us Twisters, and finally Inside Out. But that's 6. That's 6 films. And it's only 4 o'clock, so maybe you timed that wrong. You need to buy yourself a fan. I'll tell you what I did buy. Fans don't do much. I've got a ceiling fan. It just stirs up hot air. I bought this little weird contraption. It's like a little mini air conditioning unit from Amazon for about 20 quid. I only used it last night, and it's actually really good. You just fill the bottom up with water, plop in some crushed ice, connect it up to the USB, and it actually really pumps out ice cold air. And I've put that next to the bed, so that'll be perfect for tonight and tomorrow night, because it's going to be as muggy as shit tonight and tomorrow as well. Probably be about 20 to 22 degrees overnight, and it's going to be very muggy. So yeah, I was surprised. I thought for 20 quid, that's not going to do much, but it had some really great reviews. And yeah, I thought I'd just give it a go. Agnes says, "How are you?" I'm all right, but a little bit moist. Ken's here. Hello. Do you have the movie The Way on Blu-ray with Martin Sheen? The Way. I don't believe I do. The Way. No, I actually don't. I don't think I've heard of that. The Way. There's one called The Way Back, isn't there? Or The Way Back. But no, I've never heard of The Way. Pepper GT is here. Hello. Do you still use your projector? Unfortunately, not at the moment. I'll see if I can. Let me see if I can flip this around, and I'll show you the reason why. Settings. We want back camera. Is that working? No, it's not working, is it? Front camera. Let's try it on here. Settings. Camera. Back camera. Okay, I don't know if you can see much. There we go. So I've got this thing playing at the moment. Screensaver in, well, it says 8K, but it's 4K, HDR and everything, or Dolby Vision actually. And as you can see at the top there, it blocks out. I've literally blocked out half of my projector. So unfortunately, I can't at the moment. Let's go back to the front camera. And go back to there. There we go. Yeah, so unfortunately, I haven't been able to put my projector on. It's just as well, really, because it does pump out a hell of a lot of heat. And it wouldn't be good this type of weather. So, yeah, I was going to choke then. I'm going to have to work out some way of incorporating a projector. I think probably I might get one of those, either the projector screen stands and stand it in front of the TV any time that I do use the projector. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I do like my 3D, but I probably put that projector on maybe 5 times a year. Yeah. So at the moment it's up there getting dust at the moment. But yeah, I might do that. Or I might try and... No, I won't fit anything to the ceiling. I'll probably just get one of those stand-up ones. You can get some stand-up stands on eBay. Matthew says, "Hi, it's very hot." It's more than hot. It's steaming. Joey's here. Hello, Joe. And Jason's here. I'm good, apart from being moist. And Dave is here as well. Hello. Hi, Big P, on this very hot Sunday. Question. I've got the Panasonic UB820, same as me. Have you had any issues with 4K discs freezing and pixelating? I've had 3 movies on 4Ks do this when I open, close, put disc back in. No. I did check my Fall Guy earlier on because someone was having problems with the 4K about 53 minutes into the film, and it was all pixelating. But I tried it, and it works perfectly. Now, I'll touch a bit of wood here. Oh, excuse me. I've never had a problem with my 820 freezing or not playing discs or just messing up. Never had a single disc, proper disc, authorized disc, official disc. I've never had one single disc that never played or had problems. The only disc that I had problems with was a bootleg download of The Mandalorian. I think it was The Mandalorian that I bought off eBay. And that's one of the things you get when you get bootlegs. That's why I've stopped buying bootlegs now, because the quality's not as good. But yeah, that's the only one I had problem with. But other than that, no problems at all. Touch wood. Zach Mosley's Media Corner. 2001 backup. Okay. It seems it's like it's very hot from where you are. Yeah, it's right down here in this southeast corner. I think it is still hot. It's boiling hot, I think, in London. And then the further up you go, I don't think it's as hot. You know, when you get to like Birmingham, Manchester, and that kind of area. It's all because of Debbie. She's to blame for this. Yeah. The hurricane or the tropical storm that's in America. She just got in the way of the jet stream and pushed the cool air out. So we've got the hot air. Yeah. So you can imagine what it'd be like if actually it was like it for like 6 weeks in a row. Oh my God, can you imagine that? It'd be like the old days back in the like 70s. Was it the summer of 78 or something? Where it was absolutely scorching for like 2 months. Yes, we can't really handle it in this country. We're not born in hot weather. We're not born. We don't live in a tropical climate. You go and live in, you know, you're born in Florida or somewhere else that's really hot. United Arab Emirates. You're used to it. You grow up with it. But yeah, we're not used to it. Not used to it. The Muppet Don is here. I've just started watching his Dark Materials. It's actually so good. I actually did start watching it when it first came out, and I think I got about 3 episodes in, and I never went on anymore. I never finished it. I think there's 3 seasons, and I do have them all on Blu-ray in a box set. So maybe one day I'll just crank them all on and just, you know, do a few episodes here and there. Dave says restart, then disc plays okay. I've got latest firmware. Advise, please. I really don't know. Probably the best thing to do is just to check on some forums. Like I say, I haven't had a problem with that player. It's been really good to me. But I've actually heard from other people that they've actually had problems with the 820. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky. Jason says, "Why are you buying on what? I think that's what are you buying on DVD, Blu-ray 4K this coming week?" Well, I've got my Furiosa Steelbook. I thought it was going to come today because 2 things shipped at the same time. My Furiosa Steelbook and me Titans. What's it called? When Titans Ruled the Earth includes Clash of the Titans and Wrath of the Titans, the 4K box set from Arrow. So that actually arrived today by Royal Mail on a Sunday, which is kind of rare because, you know, Sunday, it's not Christmas. And they both shipped at the same time. So I thought my Furiosa Steelbook was going to arrive at the same time, but I think that's going to arrive tomorrow. I think they're the 2 main ones, but there might be a few. I'll have a look when I go out. There's not going to be any Blu-ray hunting until at least Thursday at the earliest, because I'm working Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm going to the cinema with Lulu and Claire to watch Trap. And then we're going to the Skull Bar, which is like a rock heavy metal burger bar. And then Thursday, I'll have 3. And then Friday is Alien Romulus in IMAX. So, yeah. Joe says, what's your favourite 007 film? For me, mine is Casino Royale. Mine is Casino Royale as well. Definitely. I think mine is Casino Royale, followed by Skyfall, and then maybe GoldenEye. Everyone's favourite green one is here. Well, actually, Kermit, the Muppet Don is already here. Maybe you two should collaborate. Hello, my mate. How are you? Jason says, what are you buying? Oh, I've done that one. Ollie Gaming, hello. Managed to pick up 5 4Ks yesterday. That's fantastic. Yes, I am moist. Ben is here from the chair. Hello, mate. Kermit says, The Way is a brilliant movie. Okay, I'm going to have to look that one up then. Yeah, I never heard of it. George is here. Hello, George. Kermit says, that's a nice view from your window. It's really nice at the moment. That is the one, holy shit. That is the one thing that I noticed when I got my OLED. I have never in my life seen a picture like it. It is incredible. Incredible. It's just unbelievable. Wow. Ken is here. Hello, Ken. The Way is a brilliant movie. Emilio Estevez. Oh, he directed it. Okay. He directed his old dad. It's a rare find on Blu-ray. Oh, okay. But some plug says, there is only one blade. There is only going to be one blade. Did you know? Everybody's out there now, so everybody knows what's going on. I'm not going to spoil it, anything, just in case people still haven't seen things. But did you know that they actually tried their hardest to get Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider in the film, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately. That would have been pretty cool. Which is Johnny Storm, wasn't it? Yeah, that would have been really cool. Matthew says, I'm going to Minehead tomorrow, and the heat today. Oh my God. Butlins at all? Is Butlins still at Minehead? I used to go there when I was a kid all the time. George says, got Sting and Tarot Furiosa coming tomorrow. You going Blu-ray and 4K hunting on Monday. No, unfortunately, be Thursday, which is just as well, really, because it'll be a lot cooler. Cooler, man, cooler. Sting, don't really know if I want to watch that. Hate spiders, so I probably won't watch that. Tarot might be interesting. I'm going to have to watch the trailer for that one. And Benny's here. How are you doing? I went to see Spider-Man 2 at the cinema and it was awesome. Are you looking forward to Alien Friday and The Crow and the new Beetlejuice? Did you like Avatar 3 title? You're really looking forward to Alien now, after watching the first 4 Alien films the last couple of days. And that's one thing I actually pointed out on the Facebook page this morning, that I watched Resurrection and the picture quality was actually really bad. Very grainy, dark, no better than a DVD. But Mr. Hollyoaks said that's what happens when you watch it through an OLED. So the TV's better than the actual film. Well, it is actually, yeah. But definitely up for that. Lulu managed to grab me a popcorn tin with the face hugger attached to it. So I'll pick that up on Thursday. So I'll show that off on the Friday during the film review. And good old Jamie Powell, my good friend Jamie Powell, managed to pick me up a claptrap from his Bournemouth, which is the robot from Borderlands. And there was only 30 Odeon cinemas in the whole country that were actually selling them. So it was really rare. I thought maybe my Maidstone might, but it's not as big as some of the Odeons around the country. So I couldn't get one, but Jamie managed to pick me one up. So that's really cool. The Crow, I'm on the fence with that one. I like the original film, but I'm not sure about this one. But I will go and see it. I will go and see it. Beetlejuice, yeah, can't wait for that. I'm going to rewatch the 4K for that. And Avatar 3, is it Fire and Ash? Obviously, I think they're going to go to a certain part of maybe one of the islands or one of the moons, whereas all of the characters are red rather than blue. I think that's probably why. I've seen some pictures, some conceptual art pictures. I think that's what's going to happen. But the whole thing is going to be red themed. That'd be cool, actually, having some blue and some red together. I think the original title was going to be The Seed Bearer. Yeah, so they've had a revamp about on that. So don't know if they're going to be bringing out Avatar 4 next year. I don't think they are they? I think it's 2028, which is the next one, and then the last one is about 2031. Holy crap! James Cameron doesn't half know how to stretch things out, doesn't he? Does he not know that half of us are probably going to be dead by then? Oh dear. Wanda is here. Hello. Do you think the Scarlet Witch is still alive in the MCU? Yeah, definitely in some part of the universe. Yeah. Anywhere in the multiverse, there's probably loads of them doing all sorts of different things. Zach says the weather is fine from where I am. Where are you? Scotland. Kermit says it's boiling hot down on the south coast in Brighton as well, 30 degrees. I know. It's the poor old south, isn't it? Yeah. Well, you know what they say, it's grim up north. Oh, dear me. Monster Media is here. Hello. Question: Do you think Finn or Hope will ever get a Mark Ruffalo Hulk movie? Oh, a solo movie? I don't know. I think maybe the time has gone now. The time has passed. To be perfectly honest, I preferred the Hulk when he was Smash Hulk, not when he put a pair of glasses on and did algebra, and signed autographs for fans. Yeah, that kind of Hulk was a bit pants. So I prefer the mean Infinity War Hulk versus Thanos kind of Hulk. But you never know. Maybe it'll be a Red Hulk, the Red Hulk movie. Jason says, I've been watching the Avengers old TV show and the Return of the Man from U.N.C.L.E. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's the Avengers with John Peel. It's not John Peel, is it? He was a DJ. I'm thinking of someone else. I don't think it was John Peel. Dave says, just bought Gladiator on 4K. Can't wait to watch it. My 4K collection is growing. Nothing compared to some collectors, I guess. I know some people's collections I've been watching are just absolutely insane. Even Mid-Level Media's new video. If you go and watch Mid-Level Media, Ken, you watch his latest video. He starts the video off from his doorway and he enters the room. And it's like Kermit's, but it's a bit bigger. I think it's like twice the size. And it's just wall-to-wall movies all the way around. In fact, you stand in the middle and you can just do a 360 and there's nothing but movies. So, yeah, some people have got absolutely huge basement. Is it Basement Blues? He's got a massive collection of movies as well. So far as Gladiator, I actually don't own it on 4K because I was always holding out to try and get it with a slipcover. I have never seen the Gladiator 4K with a slipcover, so maybe it never came out with one. But I really wanted to get that Everything Blue Gladiator set with a steelbook, but I think that's a little bit pricey at the moment. Monster Media just bought the complete DVD collection of Peep Show. I've never seen an episode of that. I've seen clips, but never seen a single episode. Zach says, why do you continue buying steelbooks? Because I love steelbooks. Well, I can't say who doesn't, because there are people out there that actually, don't buy steelbooks and prefer to buy Amarais, but I don't know. I just got hooked on it. I think the very first time I got hooked on it, Blockbuster Video was around. Blu-ray had only just come out, and I was in Blockbuster in Canterbury, and they had Sweeney Todd steelbook, and I figured this is a pretty cool piece of packaging, and I just got hooked on steelbooks then. And if a film comes out that's got a really nice design on a steelbook, I'll buy it over the Amarais. But yeah, I understand it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Some people, you know, prefer buying their Amores. Some people are not even bothered with slip covers. I mean, there must be something wrong with them, but and there are people out there that just still buy DVDs rather than Blu-rays and 4K. So we've all got our own little preferences, but Steelbooks makes me happy. Yes, some beautiful designs on them, especially some of the Pixar ones as well. You only have to go back in my videos and have a look at my complete Steelbook collection to see what kind of, you know, varied Steelbooks I like to buy. Butts Unplugged says it was the summer of 76, not 78. Yeah, I couldn't remember. It was 70 something. I do remember because I went to the beach in Broadstairs, which is not far from me. It's probably about 10 miles. Sunbathing when I was young. So what was I? I was 5. And I remember sunbathing and I got a massive bubble about that big on my back. Obviously it was skin and stuff like that, but it was just a massive bubble just attached to my back. I don't remember much else about it, but I do remember one night that I woke up and there was a wet bed, so it must have burst one night. I must have rolled over and laid on it. Hang on, I'm just going to open up a can of ice cold drink. Oh. Oh, yes. That's it. That's what you call heaven. Hello, Muppet Don again. What's the old Muppet one? I've recently started collecting physical media, and my first 4Ks are The Exorcist and The Truman Show. Okay, pretty cool. Truman Show, really good film. The Exorcist, I can see why people like it. I enjoyed it. It's not one of my favourite horror films. And this might be sacrilege to a few people, but I actually preferred The Pope's Exorcist over The Exorcist, the one with Russell Crowe. But that's just me because I'm weird. Kermit remembers that summer of 76. It went on and on and on and on. God knows. I don't think we'd be able to cope with it now. You know, because look, we just moan after 2 days. Well, I do anyway. But I don't think we could cope with it. Matthew says, I just had to take my budgies somewhere to be looked after because I'm on holiday. And when I felt that heat, oh my FG, and my phone and my headphones got hot in the car. Yeah. Where do you take budgies to be looked after? I know you know if you've got a dog or a cat, you can take them to kennels. But is there any specialist that actually looks after budgies? I suppose there must be, or you've just gone to a neighbour. Yeah, the first time you get in a car after it's been sitting there, oh my God, especially that seat. And the air conditioning doesn't get cold enough straight away. You want it ice cold as soon as you walk in the door, but you've got to crank it up full blast, punch that accelerator, open the windows a bit to get the hot air out, and just drive around for it to get cooler. Jason says, I've never been able to get into the spin-off show after Famous 5 trilogy. I don't know why, and are the Star Wars spin-off shows any good to watch? I've never been able to get into spin-off shows after Famous 5 film trilogy. What's Famous 5 film trilogy? Famous 5. What's the Famous 5 film trilogy? Am I missing something? Yeah, some of the Star Wars shows are really good, especially Andor. I loved Andor. We've got a second season now. I think there's 3 seasons in total. And in the second season, we're getting characters from Rogue One. So we're getting K2SO, we're getting Ben Mendelsohn back as Director Krennic. And it's going to start to blend in with Rogue One, and we'll get other characters in the last part of Andor as well. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I really enjoyed that. I know not a lot of people did. Ahsoka, I thought that was fantastic. I think there's going to be a second season of that. Don't know whether or not we're going to get a second season of the previous series. Do you know what? I can't even remember what it's called now. It was only on a couple of weeks ago. I've forgotten what it's called as well. But I've seen the trailer for Skeleton Crew. That looks kind of unusual. It looks more Stranger Things Goonies kids than a Star Wars show. But I suppose you can only do Jedi so many times. You know, you can only do lightsaber battles between the good and the evil so many times. You've got to kind of like change the story up a bit, which is what they've been trying to do. But there's going to be a Darth Plagueis series as well, I believe. What else did they mention? Can't remember. And they did have the Disney D23. I think it's the Disney D23 show. And they showed the trailer for the Mandalorian and Grogu, which was fantastic. And it's only a very short trailer. It's like a teaser trailer for about a minute, but it looks brilliant already. Snowtroopers, you've got AT-AT walkers are back. It looks really good, so I can't wait to see that at the cinema. Ollie Gaming says, I have a 48-inch 4K OLED. Is amazing. OLED is amazing. I've got a 55-inch one now. It was a toss-up between the 48 and the 55. Everybody was telling me to, do the extra, go 55. I'm glad I did. If the room was any bigger, I probably would have gone for a 65 or a 70. But yeah, it's just once you go OLED, you don't go back. Brian is here. Hello, Brian. Please do a reaction review of Alien Romulus after you've seen it. Excuse me. I will be doing a review straight after I've seen the film, so straight out of the car park while it's fresh on my thoughts. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. Ben says, I'm so glad to be back. I will film some videos later if I stop melting. Oh, you've got the heat as well, have you, mate? It's not fun, is it? That's why there really hasn't been any videos this weekend. I always used to try and get videos done for the weekend, whether it be what's in the Poundland bin, what flick, at least something. But it's been so hot this weekend. Plus, I was a lazy git as well. Yeah, so hopefully I'll try and get some more videos out soon. Ben says, do you think Channing Tatum will return as him from Deadpool and Wolverine in the new X-Men film? I think he's trying to. I think he's hoping. I think he's probably having words with the powers that be, but he's hoping his character is going to be involved because they never had the Gambit film, and we're already familiar with it now. We're familiar with the character. So I think it will be good. It will be good to give us a bit more Gambit. George says, it's the same on my old 55-inch. Nice picture. Matthew says, Robert Downey Jr. was supposed to be in Deadpool and Wolverine. They cut his scene or something. I thought maybe, with the multiverse and that, I thought maybe they might have got Tom Cruise to play Iron Man. I suppose that is something big to ask, especially as he's filming Mission Impossible 8 and everything. But that would have been kind of cool. But what about Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom? What's everyone's opinions on that? It seems he's going to be an alternate multiverse version of Tony Stark, but Victor Von Doom. So it's the same person as far as I'm aware, but maybe in his universe he was brought up by different people, or his path went a different way and he became evil and turned into Victor Von Doom instead of Tony Stark. He didn't have the opportunities that Tony Stark did. So that's kind of cool. It is. It does come across as a bit of a cheap way out, but it's Robert Downey Jr. He can pull it off. He can pull it off and make it interesting. And has Robert Downey Jr. ever really played a villain, a really hardcore villain before? I don't know. Ken says, the way synopsis, no spoilers. A father sets out on a journey to collect the remains of his son who died during a pilgrimage. He finds new friends on the way while discovering new meaning in life. Okay. We have Thug's Life for Life. What's your favourite order for a takeaway? We vary. I'm kind of going off a lot of the fatty stuff at the moment and just trying to be a bit more healthier with a takeaway. We like fish and chips. We like ordering fish and chips. There's this little place in Dover that we order a chicken wrap. It has all the salad in it and everything. It's really nice. £5 for a massive wrap. There is also, which we haven't had for quite a while, there's also a favourite chicken and burger place in Dover that do these big stacked chicken burgers with onion rings inside, and chips, and you get the gravy and the chicken pieces. And I swear to you, it is way better than KFC. Way better. In fact, we stopped using KFC and went to these guys because it tastes much better than KFC. And also we got a Chinese restaurant. So we got literally a Chinese restaurant about 5-minute walk from us. Unfortunately, they've been on holiday for the last month, so we haven't had the Chinese. But it's really cheap as well. You know, we get a meal for one, and we managed to get 4 servings out of it. So it's pretty good. Ollie Damien says, what website do you use to know what's being released on physical media? Varied. Blu-ray.com is usually the one I go to for each week's releases, but then there's also find dvd.co.uk, and you know, some of the ones like HMV and Amazon and Zavvi and stuff like that. Dave says, spent nearly £300 on 4Ks yesterday. Mrs. wasn't happy. She gave ultimatum, her or movies. I chose the movies, looking forward to it's a new alien movie. There's the door, love. Oh, it's Mr. Pow. Hello, matey. Oi, oi, Savaloy. Oh, yeah, I do like a nice Savaloy. Actually, we had a battered Savaloy a couple of weeks ago. Actually, quite nice. Happy Sunday afternoon, Big Pauly, you big bastard. Hope you're well. Any pickups this week? Blu-ray hunt on Wednesday for you. I'm out tomorrow. Not sure if I'm picking anything up. Blu-ray hunt Thursday, not Wednesday. Yes, because Wednesday I'm out watching Trap with Lulu and Claire. I've already had a delivery of this, which I showed earlier on, which is When Titans Ruled the Earth box set. But my Furiosa Steelbook as well. I'm looking forward to opening that. That's the 2 main ones this week. But there are a couple of other ones, so I don't know. There might be something else that I might pick up. I went to see the Deadpool and Wolverine in Cineworld. It was really good. WBU. What's WBU? WBU. I don't know what that abbreviation is. George says, I'm looking Alien, Romulus and Borderland. Okay, I liked Borderland. I thought it was a really good kind of Mad Maxi Suicide Squad, as Jamie says, Poundland, Guardians of the Galaxy kind of knockoff. But I had fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it, and I had a lot of fun with the characters. So I didn't take it too seriously as some people do. You know, like, oh no, you can't do this, or you can't that's wrong. You know, it's comparing it to the game because, you know, I never played the game. I just had fun with it. Just left my brain at the door and had fun with it. Only problem is I forgot to pick my brain up on the way back. Zach says bye. Bye, Zach. Thanks for popping by. And how long? When did he post that? He posted that 20 minutes ago, so he's already gone. Thugs Life for Life. I'm definitely going to see The Crow in Cineworld. I will definitely check it out. Yeah. Avatar 3 is next year. I thought Avatar 3 was this year, this Christmas. Is it 2025? 2025 and then 2028 and then 2031. Because it was supposed to be last year, wasn't it? It was supposed to be out last year. Bugger. So that means it actually comes out then around about the same time as The Mandalorian and Grogu. Where's that? Hang on, let's have a look. Skip. Avatar. That's not how you spell it. Avatar. Yeah, 2025. Avatar Fire and Ash. Oh, and Avatar 4 is now 2029. I'm sure that was 2028. And then Avatar 5, 2031. Flipping now. Flipping Nora. I might have missed it because I came out of this. I came out of the actual comments. It's kind of deleted a few. So when you go back into it, it actually deletes a few comments, which is really annoying. I would have thought they would have sorted it out by now. So if I haven't read your comments out from like 20 past 4 to now, or 20 past 4 till 4:30, then post the comment back down again. So next we've got Dave. Hopefully Dirty Harry Lethal Weapon on the remaining Elm Street movies, as I've ordered the first. Really looking forward to having that in the collection. But Unplugged, I buy DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks and CDs. Cool. Ben says Ahsoka was awesome with Hayden Christensen. I was born in 1976. Adam says I managed to get a copy of The Fall Guy from Asda. Pretty cool. Do you know what? I don't even think they've been told to take them off the shelf. Maria Depp says you sound a bit lispy today. Have you got a cold? No. Lispy? What, like that? No. Bridget, hello. Jerry is here. Hello. Nice to watch your streams. Nice to have you in the streams. My pickups this week are Fright Night Steelbook 4K, The Raid 4K Steelbook, and Love Lies Bleeding Blu-ray. Pretty cool. Stay cool. Oh, God, if only. Ben says, did you know Loki was supposed to be in Deadpool and Wolverine? And do you think we will see Wolverine again one day? I don't know. I think I read. Did they want to do a Deadpool and Hulk film or a Wolverine and Hulk film? I read that recently. Don't know if there's any truth to it, but I don't know. Well, now he's out there, you know, and he's alive, so why not? Maybe he'll turn up in one of the new Avengers films. The Muppet Don says, I'm excited for Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, but it does scream Marvel going, we've flopped recently, let's get him back. Yes, I'm surprised they haven't tried to get Scarlett Johansson back by now, but she's going to be out chasing dinosaurs. Steve is here. When will you be watching Trap? I'm watching it on Wednesday. Steve says, have you seen the leaked Mandalorian and Grogu trailer? Yep, that's what I was talking about earlier on. It's a pretty bad quality, but if you look on YouTube, some people recorded it, but it's a pretty bad quality one. Robert Downey Jr. was a killer in US Marshals. That reminds me now, yes, because I picked up the German edition of US Marshals, and I did point out that Robert Downey Jr. was on the cover, because I completely forgot he was in that. You know, you just think Tommy Lee Jones, Wesley Snipes, that's it. So I need to rewatch that. I haven't seen that for a long time. Jason says, have you seen the new Snow White film trailer plus Wicked, set years before Wizard of Oz, and Mustafa, the Lion King film trailer? I watched them last night. It looks kind of interesting to watch. Snow White, it looks nice. It could be good. It could be fun, but I don't know. I'm going to reserve judgment until I've actually seen it. Wicked, yeah, Wicked looks pretty cool actually. It just looks like a movie version of She-Hulk. But obviously it's based on the stage show, so I haven't seen the stage show. But it will be a film that I'll go and see at the cinema, because I'm sure the visuals will look fantastic. Yes, I've seen the Lion King one. Don't know if there's going to be any heart to it. I mean, the Lion King live action film was just a carbon copy of the animated film, so hopefully there's a lot more heart in this story and they actually do something with it. Matthew says, well, it would be a surprise for Peter to see his mentor turned evil in his eyes. He will be fighting his mentor. Dale is here. Hello, Dale. Ben says, what do you think about the new Mufasa? I just talked about that, yeah. Basically saying that Mufasa is the orphan, not Scar. It's a bit strange. They like to change things around a bit, don't they? Butts Unplugged says, you're talking about inches. Every inch matters. Them Titans films were awesome with him from Avatar. Yes, Sam Worthington. First one was better than the second one. I actually do have, I think I'll have both of them in 3D, but I'm glad I've got them in 4K because I think they're going to look great in 4K. Ben says, I still think it's strange that Ted series is only DVD, but Knuckles is Blu-ray. I really don't know how these decisions get made. Not to mention the Chucky films, you know, get about four or five, the Chucky TV shows, I mean, get about 4 or 5 different releases, including lenticular box sets and steelbooks. So you would have thought Ted being, as you know, because the films were really popular and Seth MacFarlane being really popular, that they would actually get a Blu-ray release. So it might have to be an import. I'm sure somewhere else will get the Blu-ray. Or maybe they'll announce it later on. Jamie says, Thursday, what the I can't wait that long, you git. I'm seeing Alien Friday in Hisense. I know. I think that's the thing I'm most waiting for this week. What, you don't? You're not bothered about Lou and Claire, meeting Lou and Claire? Yes. All right, second best thing I'm waiting for. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be great. It's going to be atmospheric. Well, it probably won't be because it's in space and nobody can hear you scream in space. But I think it's going to bring back the excitement and the horror of the first film. And it's set between Alien 1 and Aliens, isn't it? I think. So, yeah, it's going to be good. But Unplugged doesn't want Robert as Doom. Dave says, is Furiosa any good? I was tempted to get a complete Mad Max movies, but on the fence, is it worth just getting Furiosa, as wasn't stuck on Mad Max Fury? Mad Max Fury Road was a masterpiece. I loved that film. This is not as good as Mad Max Fury Road, but it's only a little bit underneath it. It's still really entertaining, some great moments in it. and Chris Hemsworth was fantastic in it. Sonic 3. Do you know I still haven't seen Sonic 2 yet? Caleb is here. Hello. What's this? I've got a message come up. I've got an HMV reminder. Oh, okay, whatever that is. Just picked up a second-hand Tron Legacy disc. Why is that film so underrated and overhated? I don't know, really. Is it because of the not perfect CGI of Jeff Bridges, maybe? Although he's in the new one, isn't he? He's in the new film. And there's actually a Tron TV series, which I didn't know was coming. Jesus. So I'm just looking at the screen, and you know what they all say with OLED and the colours and Dolby Vision, lava, bloody hell, that was bright. Muppet Don says my stepdad only buys DVD. Thanks, Life for Life. Pauly, you are looking very kinky today. Okay, this is the kinky edition, is it? I'm looking forward to Fantastic Four next year. And Captain America, New World Order, love the trailer for it. Looks really good as well. And the little teaser for Fantastic Four looks fantastic as well, set in like the 60s. Thugs Life for Life. Paulie, next time you go to HMV, can you have a quick look at the 2-pack section, please, so I can head down? 2-pack? 2-pack? What? 2 Blu-rays in one package? Or 2 DVDs together? Matthew says there was a theory in the Deadpool and Wolverine final battle. It was Loki who saved Deadpool and Wolverine from dying and exploding when the Time Ripper exploded. Who knows? Is there gonna? I don't suppose there's going to be a Loki season 3. But Sunplug says, I will not go and see the new Crow. Nothing beats the Crow 94. Dave says, pre-ordered Nightmare on Elm Street 4K. Fingers crossed the remaining Elm Street movies get released as well. Hoping Dirty Harry, Lethal Weapon, Misery Man, and Misery. Oh, yeah, great film. Man in the Iron Mask and Darkman would be good. I've never seen a single Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Is that weird? I know about Freddy Krueger, but I've actually never seen any films. Thanks, Life for Life. What age will The Crow be in cinemas? Oh, I don't know. It would probably be like a 15, I should imagine. Kermit says, are you still doing the prize draw for the Fall Guy and the Furious during the stream? There is Furiosa. And there is the Fall Guy, complete with a 4K disc. So yes, I still will be doing that draw. There's nothing dodgy about it, you know, because some people's contests are dodgy. I'm just going to go onto that video when I pick them up, and I'm just going to shut my eyes and just flick through and just pick one. That's all I'm doing. I can't be bothered with any of that wheel bollocks, picking something or random nose picker. Luke is here. Hello, mate. Have you seen the trailer for Daredevil Born Again? No, I have not, no. In the teaser for Toy Story 5. Yeah, I saw that. Incredibles 3 and Frozen 3. No, I haven't seen the Incredibles 3 and Frozen 3. Not yet. Super Steve Jones. The transfer in the films is not much of an upgrade from the Blu-rays. Oh, no! Checking out. Hey, Sir Paulie, Lord of Blu-ray. Luke says, I watched the latest Captain America Brave New World trailer when we actually see what Red Hulk looks like. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Richard is here. Hello, Mr. Hollyegg, my old friend. Bristolian Dave says Downey needs to keep his mask on as Doom. He shouldn't be a Stark variant. Just have him play Victor Von Doom from under the mask. I see what you mean, yeah. Trekanaut says, I must admit I had a huge crush on Kiora? Don't know. Craig says, how many DVDs have you got? I don't know. It's just probably the late night crap DVD movies and some box sets. Not as many as Blu-ray that I've got Blu-rays. Oh, 2-pack of the Rapper. Okay. Yeah, okay. Is that Reggie 19? The seagulls are yelling at you. What are they upset about? They just like to squawk for no reason. Boring, yeah. See? I feel you have to be careful what 4K films you buy nowadays, as the transfers are not that much of an improvement over the Blu-rays. Some of them, yeah, some of them are spectacular and just crap all over the Blu-rays. But then I've had a few Blu-rays that I thought were actually better quality than 4Ks. It's all about the upscale and it's all about the DI and all that kind of shit. I think Nightmare on Elm Street is overrated. It hasn't aged well. Tried rewatching it and it was cringy. Okay. Neil Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. How are you today? I'm good, thank you. I hope you are keeping well. Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. You are so kind. Jerry says, oh my God, I just found 2 sealed Blu-rays of Arrow 3-disc limited edition of Day of the Dead from George A. Romero. Apparently out of print and worth between £90 to £110 on eBay. What, you found them in a charity shop? David says the Sonic statue I bought from charity shop, it normally goes for £35 on Amazon. Doom could be an evil twin, Tony, I wasn't aware of. Ben says, do you think Edward Norton as the Hulk? Do you prefer Edward Norton as the Hulk or Mark Ruffalo? Maybe I actually do prefer Mark Ruffalo. I think he's thingied his place because of multiple, different films, whereas poor old Edward Norton only had one film. Oh, Quaro from Tron. Neil Vegas, any news when Blade 2 is coming out on 4K? I haven't heard anything. What suit would you like to see Hugh Jackman wear next as Wolverine? I'd just like him to stick to his yellow suit with the helmet. Alfie Simpson Booker is back. Hello. The Muppet Don, I won't, but James Cameron 4K upscales. I've not heard good things about the AI upscaling. Is that the fit? Oh, that's not the film, is it? AI. It's just AI upscaling in general. Obviously, we know what Terminator 2 4K transfer was like. Titanic was a really good transfer. Michael DeSantis here. Hello. How are you keeping, bruv? Love from Ireland. Thank you very much. I'm good, thanks. Paulie, you have to try the Miss Molly's birthday cake in Tesco's. They are only £4. Any particular flavour? Because I buy the Miss Molly plain chocolate. They're like 35-40p a bar. Luke says, Paul, what are your thoughts on Avengers Secret Wars being in 2 parts? I'm not bothered with that. Well, hang on a minute. No, it's not, is it? It's Avengers Doom, isn't it? And then Secret Wars. Also, do you think we will get a Deadpool 4 with the Wolverine? I don't know about that. I don't think so. I think that was maybe a one-off. Butts Unplugged has got to unplug. Yes, he's fully charged. Thanks, mate. See you later. Alfie says, and also, have you noticed Borderlands Steelbook has no picture? At the moment, yeah. If it's anything like the one that I've seen, if it's the Claptrap, it looks really good. I like it. But there is another version as well, like a poster version in America. Jerry says, I bought them at HMV over 10 years ago. Someone said it would be worth a lot in the future. Oh, there you go. Okay. Paul Robinson's here. No, the other one. All right, mate. David says, I bought Sonic. Oh, yes, in that. You bought it for £7. Trekanaut says, what's your favourite disaster movie? Cats. It's definitely a disaster. Favourite disaster movie? Oh, there's loads. There's loads and loads. Probably maybe Twister. Yeah, maybe Twister. I do like the Tommy Lee Jones Volcano, but I haven't seen it for a long time. Dante's Peak is fantastic. 2012 is a really good underrated film. I really enjoy that. And San Andreas as well. There's a lot of them. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do my top 10 best disaster movies. If anybody would like to see a video about my top 10 favourite disaster movies and what I think of them, I don't know if anybody would be interested. Ben says, are you happy that Betty from The Incredible Hulk won Captain America Brave New World? I'm not sure if I read that right. Which day is Blu-ray hunting day? Thursday this week, unfortunately. Luke says, I just finished watching Borderlands. I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest. That's okay. I thought it could have been a lot better than what it was. That's perfectly fine. Hugh Jackman's yellow suit was amazing. Yeah, the Miss Molly stuff, it's really cheap. It's like Tesco's basics, but a lot of it is really good quality. Oh, it's called Madeira cake, but it's a birthday cake. It's bloody lovely. Right, we'll have to keep an eye on that then when we go shopping. Alfie says, do you have any hopes on Trap? After my M. Night Shyamalan video that I did, it's obviously going to be better than The Last Airbender and After Earth, so I'm happy with that. Luke says, Paul, what Marvel or DC movie are you most looking forward to in 2025 and 2026? I'm definitely looking forward to the Superman movie. Definitely. And I am looking forward to Brave New World. That does look good. Armageddon. Again, that is a great disaster movie. Dave says, have you pre-ordered Twister on 4K? Yeah, the Twister box set, which is, I think, out in October. Trekanaut says a top 10 would be cool. Matthew says, what are your thoughts on the Cavalrine? He has been rumoured to be the MCU Wolverine alongside Hugh Jackman. Oh, I see what you did there. Cavalrine. Yeah, not Wolverine. Not Cavalrine, not Wolverine. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they'll bring him back into another film, because he was just skipping from Wolverine to Wolverine, wasn't he? Maria Depp says, I don't like disaster movies, boring. Okay. Alfie says, should Universal stop doing 4K 6 months later? 6 months later? I don't know. David says, Paul, have you seen Deadpool head statue at your cinema? The one what Jamie Powell bought. I didn't buy that one because that was that the drinks container? I think that was the drinks container, wasn't it? I bought the one from View, which is the popcorn one, which is actually full size. If you go back a couple of videos and look at Deadpool and Wolverine cinema popcorn buckets and drinks containers, I think that video done really well for some reason. It's like nearly 6,000 views. But yeah, go and have a look because I'll show that one in that. Alfie says, do you think the British Art Foundation will sell 4Ks for 100 quid? No doubt. I've actually seen them in there for about 18 quid on 4K. Dave says, need Armageddon on 4K as well as Enemy of the State. Yeah, definitely Armageddon in 4K with the Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Can you imagine the Dolby Atmos soundtrack? Not only with the two shuttles launching, but when they try to land on the asteroid and all the shit going on around them. That would be fantastic. The Rock, definitely, and Con Air. These are not on 4K. Why won't studios listen? They are really popular films that people will buy for their home cinema systems. Surely they know that they'll get a mint. But maybe it's all down to distribution and licensing and all that kind of crap. Thunder Force is here. Hello. What are your expectations for the Crow remake? I can't say whether or not it'll be as good as the first film, but as long as it's entertaining. Muppet Don says the best film and series of 2024 so far. Best film this year so far. They're all on my phone, so I can't go through them all because I'm using it to record at the moment. But Furiosa is up there. I can't even remember what came out back in the early part of the year. So far as series, best series. Don't really know. I don't think The Boys, this series of The Boys, was up to scratch with the previous ones. So I think they kind of let it go a bit. The Bear, I'm watching The Bear at the moment. That's a really good show. I'm really enjoying that. Dave says, I wonder if Universal has sacked whoever was responsible for putting 4K in a Blu-ray box. They don't seem to, they're supposed to have been withdrawn, but they don't seem to be too bothered because I think a few people have actually bought theirs from HMV on the website. You know, they've had them like delivered Saturday, so, and it's still got 4Ks in them. Matthew says, did you notice when Cassandra put her fingers into Wolverine, he had flashbacks from the Wolverine that died, like Logan flashbacks, Omen Origins, X2 and X3, yeah. So everyone is always linked, I should imagine. I don't know. Or maybe it was not flashbacks, maybe it was just connecting to every variant of him in other, universes. Bad Driving UK. Hello. Have you seen the 13th Warrior? It has Antonio Banderas, and I think it's a forgotten gem. I saw it many years ago. It's probably a film that I need to rewatch because I was probably too young when I first watched it. So maybe it needs a rewatch. I can't remember too much about it, though. Thanks for Life says, I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine with my brother. It was really good, but could have been a longer film. Could have been longer, definitely. I mean, I've been to see it 3 times now, so it might even be a 4th time. Jerry says, my order for the Atomic Blonde Limited Collector's Edition disappeared from my Amazon orders. Keith from Euphoria Pictures had the same happen to his. Have you had any orders disappear? No, I haven't had any orders disappear, but I did see Keith was really pissed off with that. So I think they may be over pre-ordered too many. David says, how much does it go for the one you bought, Paul, the Deadpool, the popcorn? I don't think, I actually haven't had a look. I don't think it goes for that much. But because of the claptrap from Borderlands, there's about £30, I believe. That is for going for about 100 quid on eBay at the moment. Neil Vegas says, will you get the alien popcorn bucket? Yes, I've already got it. Lulu picked one up for me the other day. They wouldn't sell it to her separately, so she had to have it filled up with popcorn and a drink. So it might need a clean when I get it. Bad Driving says, I got a German release for 50p at a boot sale. Bargain. Alfie says, also, have you seen any of the Spider-Man movies released at cinemas? No, unfortunately. They've only been doing them in the evenings, and I don't go to the cinema in the evenings. Mr. Britt is here. Hello. Did you pick up anything in the HMV 50% off sale? I just got my first 4K, the Nolan collection. Looking forward to seeing what the hype is all about. No, I didn't pick anything up. They did have that Superman Steelbook tin set, but I've already got it, so otherwise I might have gone for that. Also, do you think 2025 will be an epic year for films? Hopefully. Thugs, Life for Life. Paul, what is the best sound in cinema? For me, personally, it's the IMAX. My Ashford Cineworld IMAX. It's the laser. So the picture quality is pin sharp. It's like OLED. Sound is unbelievable. I have to turn my phone off, my watch phone, because it keeps coming up loud environment 95 decibels. So I have to turn that off whenever I go and see a film, because otherwise my arm keeps vibrating. But it's fantastic, yeah. Alfie says, also, do you still have any bootlegs remaining? The only bootlegs that I actually own now is The Village, the M. Night Shyamalan film, which apparently is coming out on 4K, but maybe not until next year. I don't even have my Stranger Things bootlegs anymore. I have the first 2 seasons on Blu-ray, but I do have the cases. So I've got the nice cases with Richard Hollyoak artwork, but yeah, I haven't put anything in them. Bad Driving says, yes, it's a Blu-ray, by the way, and not the DVD. Alfie says, do you think Amazon packaging will get worse? It's got worse already, isn't it? You buy a steelbook and it comes in one of those really thin cardboard envelopes. Even if you buy it from Amazon Italy or Germany or France or somewhere like that, it still comes in one of those. So if I order anything from any of those outside Amazon ones, Italy or Germany, I always have to use the gift bag option. Thankfully, the last one that I ordered, it came in a box with the gift bag rather than an envelope. But you need extra protection in there, she says. Davey says, the Sonic statue I bought from the charity shop looks amazing with my movies. Would you ever have a look at my one? You'll love it. Yes. Yeah, I'll go and I'll have a look later on. Reggie says, are you a fan of the Umbrella Academy? I started to watch that. And also Titans as well. And I lasted probably about 4 episodes. And then I started watching other stuff. I'm not saying they were bad. I really enjoyed them, especially the Umbrella Academy. But there was just so much else that I was watching, and you get watching other stuff, and then other stuff gets like put to the, put behind. So maybe one day I will start right from scratch again. It's just too much to watch, but not enough time to watch it in. Paul's here. Hello. Are you going to see Alien Romulus? If you are, you going to watch IMAX or stand screen? Standard. Definitely IMAX. Definitely IMAX on Friday. At the moment, though, the earliest IMAX screening is about 7:30 at night. So they don't update the cinema times until Tuesdays. So I've got to wait until Tuesday before the full cinema times get updated for the following week. Alfie says, should Deadpool and Wolverine be a 3-hour film? I'd go for it, definitely. You never know what we're going to get in the physical release. You know, there might be like an extended cut, you know, like the Deadpool 2 one. There might be an extra hour of footage, who knows? Kermit says the Umbrella Academy is excellent, but season 4 is the final one. They need to release season 3 on Blu-ray. Trekanaut, Total Recall versus Robocop versus Starship Troopers, the Uber Sci-Fi Trigasm. Jamie says, got a special Alien Romulus video on Friday. Fantastic. Hopefully it's as daft as always. CJ action incoming. Oh no. He's not going to have a chest burster, is he? And I see that they've actually got posters. They've got some Alien Romulus posters in Cineworld, so I'm going to keep an eye open for those. Alfie says, have you seen the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? No, I haven't, even though I own it. But you know me. I've got movies in my collection from 5 years ago I haven't seen. Last thing you want at the back of a cinema is a vibrating hand, or even at the front of a cinema. I agree on the Umbrella Academy. I've been patiently waiting for season 3. I'll definitely have to try and slot that in then. Britt, how do you keep up with to date on new releases? I'm pretty new to all this. Blu-ray.com has like the weekly releases of stuff that's coming out, and just Amazon and HMV and Zavvi, really. J Garth 92. I think I've asked you this before, but have you ever seen the TV series 24? Definitely. I'm a huge Kiefer Sutherland fan, and it's amazing. It is amazing. It is a fantastic show. Actually, I enjoyed the other one as well. The kind of like the spin-off with the black guy. I thought that was good. I think Kiefer Sutherland does need to come back and do a 24. But maybe Jamie can ask him next time he bumps into him. Lee Russ, is that? Greetings from Southend. Like your M. Night video, thank you very much. My favourite of his is Unbreakable. Brilliant film. Alfie says, is HMV packaging good for steelbooks? Yeah. It's thick cardboard. I've had very few cock-ups really from HMV compared with what I used to get with Zavvi. But apparently Zavvi are really good now, but I don't use them anymore. Trap, I'll be watching that Wednesday. David says, I bought Cliff Richard and the Shadows final reunion concert from Amazon Blu-ray. Bought it on Amazon for £22. It goes for on eBay £75 or £45. Okay. Obviously lots of pants swinging Cliff Richard fans out there. Sam Bragg, how are you today? I'm good, thank you. What's your favourite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie? I'm not the kind of person to ask for this. You should be asking Jamie. I've really actually only seen 3. I've seen the original, which was entertaining, a bit goofy. I know it's Jamie's favourite film. And I've seen the Michael Bay films. That's it. That's all I've seen. And I enjoyed those as well with Megan Fox. So I'm not the biggest person to say which is the best one. I'd need to rewatch them all again, I think. Alfie says sometimes cinemas update on Monday. I will probably keep an eye on that tomorrow night then. Yes, late at night. Cliff Richard and the Shadows for a concert reunion. Yeah, is it out of print? Very rare. Okay. Alfie says, do you think charity shops will accept bootlegs? To be perfectly honest, they wouldn't even know the bloody difference. They're so well done these days with the artwork and even slip covers. They probably wouldn't even know it's a bootleg. Garth says, I'm going to see Kiefer Sutherland in Liverpool next Sunday, so hopefully I will finally get to meet him. Cool. What you want to do is take a 24 box set with you. Get it signed. Jerry says, Sixth Sense Signs needs a 4K release. Definitely. And Alfie says, also, have you noticed cinemas nowadays don't give a flying cleaning up shit and be lazy staff, because my cinema is exactly like that as well. I can understand maybe on a really busy night, you know, like if you've got Deadpool and Wolverine, they've only got a certain amount of time to clear all that crap up. And if you've got a full house, you know, it's a job. It's a job. I've not really gone into a screen and it be messy. Everything has always been cleaned and spotless when I go into a screen, so I can't comment on that. But as for the toilets, you know how I feel about the toilets. But like I say, again, really busy times. They would really need someone sitting in there cleaning up everything every hour, which they can't do. But hopefully they do regular checks throughout the day. But I think that day that I went, maybe they were short-staffed. I don't know. Hey, Paul, are you doing the giveaway today? Sorry, mate, just tuned in. Yes, I will be. 5:30. Going to do it at 5:30. Davey says, do you own any old movies? What is an out of print very rare? Oh, do I own any old movies that are out of print? Very rare. I doubt it. So far as very old movies, I probably have like the Wizard of Oz, that Christmassy one. What's the famous Christmassy one? Yeah, I can't remember that. That's probably it. Dave says, my friend's slipcover on eBay sold a few. Surprised people just want slipcovers on. Yeah, a lot of people do just want slipcovers. There are a couple of people on eBay and Etsy that actually just create slipcovers for people that want them. Ray Leonard is here. Hello. Do you know where I can get a 4K Blu-ray or 4K copy of Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare? Well, I imported mine from Amazon USA, so I got the 4K Steelbook. You could try Amazon.com, because you probably get it in a week, and it wouldn't cost too much actually, other than going to eBay. Or there's also Wow HD. Try them as well. Muppet Don says, when some movie fans and collectors can't even tell if something is a bootleg or not, how on earth would someone working at a charity shop know? Yes, exactly. And I'll tell you, going back to that Yellowstone season 3 box set that I ordered on Amazon, the slipcover was perfect. It is a genuine slipcover. The sleeve was perfectly printed. The art on the discs was perfect. It was only when you look at the disc and it has that black look to it, that's when I knew that it was a bootleg. And even I tried it, you know, I played it. It had the menus, the picture quality, believe it or not, was fantastic. And the sound was good as well. But it's only because of that colour of that disc that I knew that it was a bootleg. But they are so good these days. It's not like buying a bootleg off Mr. Chong down the market, you know, with a photocopied sleeve in a plastic piece of slipcover, you know, a plastic bag or something. You know, they are properly professionally done these days, and you really cannot tell the difference. They are so well done. Yeah, so charity shop, you got little Betty's working in a charity shop, not getting paid, you know, volunteering. She's not going to give a shit if it's a bootleg or not. She's not going to know it's bootlegged. Mr. Bit, maybe the cinema goers need to not act like animals. That's the thing. That's the point. They wouldn't spill popcorn in their own homes and not clean it up. There you go. Yes. And I'm sure if any of them take a poo in their own home, I'm sure it doesn't stay there. You know, it's a case of not my place. You know, I'll do what I want. I'll make a mess. I'll have a poo. Oh, what I did neglect to say when I did that video, I completely forgot to add something about that toilet. That once when I went to view, obviously somebody had actually run out of toilet paper because I went into one of those cubicles and there was actually handprints of poo all over the wall. So they'd obviously run out of paper, maybe in the other cubicles as well, wiped their bums with their hands and wiped it on the wall. Because I just remember walking in and thinking, what the hell is going on? And I shot out of there. I forgot that story actually when I did my video. So you people will sink to so many low levels. Oh, hang on a minute. Matthew says, what is your favourite hot drink and your favourite cold drink? My favourite hot drink is latte. It's a nice hot decaf latte. Yeah. Oh, at the moment, but come Christmas, it's a gingerbread cream latte from Costa with the little gingerbread biscuit as well. My favourite cold drink is root beer. Yeah, I could drink the root beer all day. I haven't got any at the moment, but I've got Diet Coke. Paul Penson, American news channel went AMC cinema. They found dead mice and rats. It was shocking. I'll tell you what, talking of that, the Odeon that I'm going to on Wednesday actually did have mice running around. I remember reading it on the Kent Online on the Facebook group that they'd had to get the exterminators in because they found mice running around below people's feet. So it does happen. It's a Wonderful Life. That's the one. Yeah, the Christmas one. Lee says, where's the best place to buy bootlegs? Probably eBay. Alfie says, have you ever had any bootleg DVD where it's a DVD-R? Not DVDs, no. But that Yellowstone was obviously a bootleg Blu-ray. So, do they do Blu-ray R's? I don't know. I don't get involved in all that secret stuff. Pardon me. Paul, you should do a video on your all-time favourite movies of all time. You always do amazing videos. Thank you. And live streams. You are one of my all-time favourites. You're too kind, David. You're trying to get a bribe or something. Do you know? Do you know what? Something that I had thought that some other people have actually done before. I thought about doing my life in movies. You know, going through every year and picking out the films that I prefer from that particular year, starting with 1971, the year of my birth. I don't know if anybody would be interested in that, but can you imagine going through the 80s and having my top 10 films from each year in the 80s and talking about which I prefer and that? I've always wanted to do one of those videos because I've seen so many people do them, and it sounds really interesting. Cole did it, Carlino9. He did the films of the 90s and films that he grew up with and that kind of thing. So it's on my list of things to do, but like I say, I don't know if anybody's interested in watching them. So thing is, I have quite a few ideas for videos, but then I think I ain't got time to do that. Or if I do that, then I'm not going to be able to film this because there's only so many times you can record something or so many hours in a day. What I need sometimes is to spend an entire day in here doing nothing but filming. You know, filming like 4 or 5 different types of video a day which would then set me up for at least, you know, a couple of weeks. Alfie says, also, did the knobhead girls be weird at Endgame, or was it a different Marvel film? No, it wasn't Endgame. It was a Marvel film, but it was something a lot earlier than that. I can't remember what it was. But they did go after the bloke yelled at them, told them to get out. Yeah, they went. Cole's here, hello. Did you get Purple Rain Steelbook? I did not. No, not yet. I might wait for that one to come down in price. Alfie says, have you also had Cineworld shutting down, and is yours shutting down, or is it still going to be alive? They announced their closing, I think it's 25, either 25 or 30. I'm pretty sure it might be 25 or 26 maybe. I'm not sure. They have announced 6 that they're closing, and a couple of picture houses as well. None of those 6 are anywhere near me. They're all kind of like, I think, up north, maybe kind of dodgy areas or deprived areas. Cineworld Ashford, I don't think will close. If you'd asked me that question about 10 years ago, I would have said that'll probably close, because hardly anybody used it. It was dirty, the seats were ripped, no money had been put into it, and it was like that for about 20 years. Then they put about 50 million quid into Ashford Cineworld, and they built the IMAX, which is the only IMAX in the southeast of England, unless you go to places like Tunbridge Wells, which is further up and then closer to London. 4DX, ScreenX, they redid all of the screens, they redid all of the furniture. You've got a brand new foyer. It's beautiful, state-of-the-art stuff now after they put all that money into it. They'd be idiots to close that. I know sometimes if I go into the IMAX, I can go in and there's only a few people. Like when I went into Borderlands the other day, I think there was about 6 people. But obviously that was because, you know, people had heard about the film, and it was the time of day, because I like to go kind of like lunchtime or morning or early afternoon rather than evenings. But I've gone onto the app and I've looked at like Deadpool and Wolverine opening weekend, and it's totally sold out on the IMAX. So they do sell the tickets. But I don't think Ashford's Cineworld will close. Also because it's in an entertainment complex with lots of restaurants, and there's a gym as well. So a lot of people use it, especially on evenings and weekends. As for Dover Cineworld, it was one of the last Cineworlds to be built. You know, it's only been open for a couple of years, probably about 5 years. To be honest, I have a Cineworld Unlimited card. I haven't been in my Cineworld probably for about a year, even though it's like 5 minutes from me. I either go to View because of the nice recliners and the bigger screens and the better sound, or I go to the IMAX. So I should really start going back. The problem with my Cineworld, especially with out of hours, you know, like when the kids are at school and it's a normal weekday, they don't start showing films until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I have no chance of going to see a film in the morning. It has to be on special holidays, like the summer holidays, for the cinema to be open early in the morning. Whereas View at Westwood Cross, that like they start showing films at 9 o'clock in the morning, and even show films at midnight. And not even big brand new films. They'll show just like anything at midnight. So, and that's because that's in a big complex. They've got massive bingo. They've got now a multi-million-pound Hollywood Bowl that they've built there. You know, 10-pin bowling. They've got a trampoline place, restaurants. So it's the whole area. It's the complex area. If you've got that all together, then it's going to bring people in. Where my Cineworld is in Dover, it is in St James, so you've got all the stuff around it, but many of them are shops that close at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening. So other than a few restaurants and the cinema itself, there's not really much open in the evening. But I'm hoping Cineworld's Dover Cineworld does escape, but we'll have to see. But I'm pretty certain that Ashford's will be left alone because of how much money they put into it, and you know, because it's got an IMAX and the 4DX and the Screen X. Alfie says, have you also noticed the Odeon doing a tin for Alien? Yes, Lulu has picked me one up. I will show it on Friday when I do my Alien Romulus in-car review. Mr. Britt, my local cinemas is an Omniplex. They do an unlimited card, but only allow you to see each film once per month. Oh, okay. Kind of bugs me, but at least I can keep up to date on new releases. Yeah. Whereas like the Cineworld card, it's just multiple. You can do as many things as you want. Go see as many films as you want, as many times as you want. So for a £17 fee per month, it's not bad. You know, it's not bad when you think about it, considering that for one visit to the cinema is usually about 10 quid or even more. You only have to see 2 films and that's it, you're covered. The IMAX at my IMAX at Ashford is £20 to £22 per film. But if you've got a Cineworld Unlimited card, it knocks it down. You do have to pay for an upcharge, but it's £4.70. So I'm perfectly happy to pay £4.70 to be able to go into the IMAX. The View, I don't think View do any kind of unlimited card around the country. That's the only cinema chain I think that don't do one, which I'm surprised because they are a really popular, you know, cinema chain. But prices used to be £4.95 in my view. But then they got rid of all the chairs. They reupholstered it all 10 screens. They brought in recliners in every single screen, but they've upped the prices. So you get 3 price bands now. You get £7.99 for like the first 4 rows. Then you get £8.99 for the next couple of rows. And then the rows right at the back are £9.99. So you get 3 different ones. But because I'm a Sky VIP member, I get 2 free View cinema tickets to use each month, so that also helps. I think you can only use it the Sunday to Wednesday, but yeah, that does come in handy, especially like if it's a weekday and you know the kids are at school and I want to go to the cinema on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Shane is here. Hello. Shammy's The Village needs a Blu-ray or a 4K release. Any idea why we are still waiting? Disney comes to mind. Well, apparently there is a 4K coming for it, but we might not get it until next year. It's been shown on a few people's Blu-ray channels, you know, Blue Tubers, including Ken at God, I forgot his name again. I said it earlier on. What's the name of him? I can't remember his name. I did say it earlier on. It'll probably come to me in a minute. Lee says, my other half used to work in McDonald's and the behaviour and attitude towards the facilities by their customers left a lot to be desired. Well, it's the same as anywhere, isn't it? If it's not yours, no one cares about it. Alfie, also, do you think you will find any of your Blu-rays Thursday at the charity shop? Well, no, because I thought that last time. The last time we went down to there was only 2. I only found 2. It was a Kung Fu Panda, which was an American release, and there was something else. I can't remember what it is, but I can't quite remember. Yeah, there was only 2. So either they haven't gone through the pricing on them yet, they haven't put them out, or they did put them out over the 2 weeks or so that I hadn't been there, and somebody just went and bought in a lot of crap. I don't know. But we'll keep looking. We'll keep. I'll recognise anything that I've put in. Thanks for live, Pauly. What do you think of Cineworld as a cinema? I love Cineworld. I love Cineworld. I love Cineworld and View. I don't travel to the Odeon that much, only because. Hello. Oh, hello. Only because I I don't think our Odeon is as good as maybe some other Odeons, like Jamie's, for instance. You know, he's always going on about his Hisense experience, and it's bum tingling and all that. We did do the Hisense experience, me, Lulu, and Claire. We were actually really disappointed because we were comparing it to View, and our View, the View down here, is way better than the Odeon in Lulu and Claire's hometown. And the screens are very small as well. So I think, yeah, I don't know. It is I think it's is it called a deluxe? An Odeon deluxe? They are nice. They have the recliners. They have the good sound and everything. But the screens always seemed a bit too far away and smaller than what I'm used to. And it's not all about size. Luke says, have you seen the trailer for Fantastic Four? I have yet. Well, teaser. It's a teaser, isn't it? Alfie says, have you seen every single MCU film in the cinema? Probably not. I probably didn't go to the cinema to see the early ones. Having said that, I think me and Mama Bowman went to see Iron Man. So maybe we did. Maybe we did go and see all of them. The only way of knowing probably is to dig out my calendars, because we've got calendars that go back to 1982. And we've written everything. Well, Dad has written everything on every day since 1982, even the weather. So we know what happened. Do you know, if I had the calendars in front of me, I'll be able to tell you what happened on April the 14th, 1986. I'll tell you exactly what the weather was like, what happened, if anybody died, if we went to the cinema. Yeah. So that's a long time to keep a note of calendars. Yeah. David says that you should do your all-time favourite steelbooks, the ones you love in your collection. I would love to see that. Yeah, that's also something that I've been thinking about doing, because I've seen movies with Sue do the same. She did her all-time favourite steelbooks and the favourite steelbooks of the year. And there are many steelbooks in my collection that are just absolutely jaw-dropping. So that might be something. It'd probably take a little while to go through them, trying to pick out, you know, my top favourite 10 steelbooks. David says, have you watched Tom and Jerry? No, I have not. And that, again, that is a movie that I bought when it came out on Blu-ray. Is it just me? Is it just me that buys Blu-rays and puts them on the shelf and waits 5 years to watch them? Or do other people do that as well? I really don't know. Oh, God. Alfie says also, I think Borderlands might not do well because of its 0% score. I think that's why people are put off. Yeah, people are too influenced on the views and take too much notice of reviews without actually seeing the film. You know, if I'd read everything about Borderlands and seen, oh, it's crap, don't see it, it's dreadful, it's abysmal, I would have missed out watching it. And then I might have watched it one day, maybe on stream, and I thought, I really like this. Not everybody likes every film. Not everybody likes every film. So the only way of doing it is watch it, make your own mind up. And again, I can't say whether Borderlands deserves the 0% Rotten Tomato score. For me personally, I don't think it does. But like I say, everybody else likes different things and everybody else has different opinions. Sam says, Harold Purple Colour, Zach Level C movie. Okay, I don't know what that means. Oh, it's Harold and is it Harold and the Purple Crayon or something? Alfie says, also, should Canterbury CEX get set on fire and start moving the PlayStation, Xbox and Nintendo games upstairs and put the 4K back on the shelves so that the staff shouldn't hassle? They should do something with it, because they're not very good at using the space they have. Compared with many CEXs that I've gone into, the Blu-ray section is pitiful. It's just like two shelves, two double-sided shelves put together. And having the 4Ks directly opposite the counter, where you've only got 2 feet between the shelf and the counter, you can't get down to look because you've got a row of people standing there. So it's very poorly designed, definitely. Samuel Davis is here. Hello, Samuel. My dad is your biggest fan, and he asks, "What is your favourite movie?" Oh, hello, Samuel's dad. Empire Strikes Back, definitely. Carl says, "Did you compare Twister 4K with the Laserdisc version, i.e., the sound and the picture?" No, I actually don't own Twister 4K yet because I'm waiting for it to come out in October. So when that's released, I'm also curious about the green that was supposed to be in it. So I'll check that out. David says, "Thank you all supporting Paul on this Sunday afternoon." Yes, thank you, everybody. 105 people watching. So either people are bored or nobody wants to go out because it's too hot. So yes, thank you very much. I'll probably find out that 104 of you are only here for the giveaway. Probably. I'll talk about the giveaway. We better do it, haven't we? Where are we? We're 1:45. Right. No more comments. Don't put any more comments for the time being, because I know if there's more comments and more comments and more comments, when I go back into it, it's going to lose half of them. So I need to go into YouTube. Okay, let's go into my videos. And let's find it. And it is a Fall Guy Blu-ray hunting trip with added Furiosa plus a giveaway. 4,200 views. Fantastic. Right. Okay, so there we are. We're in the video. And like I say, I'm not going to do any fancy crap. I'm just going to scroll. There's 170 comments. So I'm just going to scroll through. I'm just going to basically go like that and then go like that. That's it, basically. If I land on one that says like "don't enter me" or "I don't want the items," then I'll just do it again. Right. I don't know how I can do this where you can see it. Right. If I go like that. Right. So. Okay. So I'm on that one there. Should bring your tea with you from home. Okay. So he actually hasn't put anything on there. No one's put enter me. Okay. So I'm going to have to do that one again because I don't think they wanted to be entered in the contest. Okay. That one there. See that? To be fair, 50 Shades Freed is only worth owning on Blu-ray for Haley Steinfeld's music video in the extras. They haven't actually put anything either, so there's another person. That one. Thanks, Pauly, for the advice regarding Fall Guy Blu-ray recall. Disc bought from eBay and saved a few quid. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. Maybe this really wasn't a good idea. I do have a better idea of doing it, which I'll have to do in another giveaway at some point. Okay. Loved the loved the 80s TV series Fall Guy. Enter me in contest. And it is at Inky Ox 1296. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. At Inky Ox 1296. I better write that down, hadn't I? At Inky Ox 1286. So congratulations, you've won the Fall Guy, including a 4K and also Furiosa. Yeah, that didn't actually go as I'd hoped. So I might do it a different way. Actually, I might do a giveaway a different way next time because there is a way that I'd like to do it. There's a way I'd like to do it. Yes. Okay, so if you didn't win, apologies. There's always next time. Views have dropped to 99. About 6 people have left already. But there you go. Where are we? Should we go back to the live stream? Yes, let's go back to the live stream. Okay. Okay, so we're back to 5:37. Okay, so we are Alfie. Also, do View will bring back Five Nights at Freddy's and show it at midnight? I don't know. I don't know. Probably not. There's only certain films, select films that they show, but maybe if there's an anniversary sometime, they might. Matthew says, let's all support Pauly. I know I always will. Oh, thank you, Matthew. You're too kind. You're 20 quid in the post. Sam says, who won the Popo Quinn? Popo Quinn. I'm lost. Ray says, will there be a Fallout TV show physical release? I bloody hope so. I love that flipping series. That's one of my favourite shows of the year, actually. Definitely want that to be on a physical. Alfie says, what will happen if the CEX sells destroyed steelbooks? They just sell them. If it's been dented to crap, they still sell them. I don't know who buys them, but they still sell them. Alan is here. Hello. What's your favourite Batman movie? It's got to be The Dark Knight. Definitely The Dark Knight. Yes. Fantastic movie. Although I see that all the Batman movies are coming back to the cinema, including Batman and Robin. Flipping hell, I never thought they'd put that back on the big screen. So if I can maybe see some of them. Yeah, the trouble is that bringing all these films back, like the Spider-Man films, the Batman films, they're even bringing all the Star Wars films back, except Solo for some reason. They're not going to be showing Solo, but they will be showing Rogue One. They're all leaving in the evenings, and I really don't go to the cinema in the evening. I might make the exception for any of the Star Wars films. I don't need to see The Phantom Menace at the cinema again because I only watched that a couple of months ago at the cinema in IMAX. So I'll probably start with maybe Attack of the Clones. Pardon me. Mr. Britt, Alfie Simon Brooker is back a lot. CX don't even accept steelbooks now as they require the J card. Yes. I don't know about that. With BBC FC certification on. Most non-collectors just bin them. I think they would accept steelbooks if you've got the stickers, the rating stickers on the front and on the disc. I haven't had any CEX turn around and say we can't accept it because there's no J card. Because there are actually steelbooks in some of my CEX that have no J cards with them. Alfie says, do you think movies made by Apple Studios should get physical releases? Killers of the Flower Moon, that already has a physical release. I think it's the 4K. There's a 4K Amore and a 4K Steelbook as well, available from Amazon Italy. So if you want it, grab it from Amazon Italy. Killers of the Flower Moon, yeah, that's definitely out. Napoleon, I hope that gets a physical release. Actually, I haven't seen that yet. Fly Me to the Moon, Wolves and F1. Hopefully F1 will. One film that I did want a physical release on was Greyhound with Tom Hanks. I really enjoyed that film. That would sound fantastic, especially in Dolby Atmos. Are you guys excited to go see Harold Purple Crayon? I probably won't see that. I won't go to the cinema and see that. Leanne is just watching Toy Story 4. Brilliant. Julia, hello Julia. Does King Charles have Oompa Loompas, British chocolate? Not that I'm aware of. I don't think so. Jamie says WhatsApp. I can't look on WhatsApp at the moment, unfortunately, matey, because I'm doing the live stream on my phone. And I can't get WhatsApp on the iPad. So I'll have to have a look afterwards. Luke's World of Movies. Paul, have you watched Umbrella Academy Season 4? No. As I said earlier, I've probably only seen about 4 episodes of that whole show. David says, I don't think you get the time sometimes to watch the movies when you're working and then when you're doing videos on YouTube, as you have to make time to do that. That is absolutely true, David. For somebody that doesn't have a YouTube channel, it can probably be a lot easier. You know, if you only just post on Facebook and Instagram, you've got all that time to watch films because there's a lot of I won't say there's a lot of prep, but you know, you've got the filming to do, you've got organising things like taking things off the shelf, getting them all in a collection. You've got the editing, then you've got adding the music, doing the thumbnail. So yeah, it all does add up, and it can take time. And doing that on your off days, you then get even less time to watch films. The thing with our household is that we don't really watch films in the evening with myself and Papa Bowman. We watch normal telly, BBC, ITV, well, not ITV, but that kind of stuff. But we also watch shows, you know, FBI and stuff like that. We watch a bit of YouTube. We watch the Mac Master on the YouTube, and Tim Walking with Tim, or Tim Walks, whatever his name is. But because there's only certain films that Papa Bowman can actually watch. They have to be action. They have to be fast paced. Not a lot of long drawn out dialogue, because it will just fall asleep. No Marvel. No superhero stuff. He's not interested in that. Not interested in animated stuff. Animated films are for kids. That's words. When I said when I was going to see Inside Out 2 with Claire, he goes, "Where's the cartoon? That's for kids." Yeah, so it has to be a certain type of film. You know, I put Civil War on because I thought he would enjoy it. And as soon as the film finished, he said, "Whoever wrote that needs to be shot." Personally, I love the film, but it has to be like a Bond, Mission Impossible, something like that. But there was one we watched the other day. It's a new film on Apple with Matt Damon, heist movie. He enjoyed that one, so it has to be a certain type of film for him to enjoy it. I can't just put on anything. But when he does go to bed and I'm, you know, I don't have to get up the next day, then I'll watch something. I'll put a movie on. And of course, we've got the cinema room in here. So when he's downstairs watching stuff or whatever he's doing, then I've got the whole cinema room to watch films throughout the day. But then again, if you're Blu-ray hunting or doing other videos, it's only so many times. Alfie says, what would happen if CEX accepts bootlegs? I don't know. Yeah, I must admit, I actually have never seen a bootleg in a CEX. Dodgy covers, you know, printed covers, but I've never seen a bootleg. I think they would know, and they probably wouldn't accept it. Hollyoaks videos. Do you think Deadpool and Wolverine is the best MCU film since Spider-Man No Way Home? Yeah, definitely. David says, I think sometimes CEX charity is too much for the movies because they are secondhand and they shouldn't be charging that much for movies. Yeah, and I think it depends on which charity shops you go to. I mean, my British Art Foundation, you get £5 for a Blu-ray. That first season of Arrow was like £9, and like I said, I've had 4Ks in that British Art Foundation for £18 before. I've not bought them, of course, but they are really expensive. And then I can go down to that cancer research, with the one with the big wire netting thingy. Hopefully, we're going to see a lot of Blu-rays when mine get put in there. And they can do like 3 for £1 or something like that. And there's people on Big Pauly's Facebook group. There's Al and there's a few other people that go to the charity shops and 10 for £1 on Blu-rays. So yeah, they need to look at their prices a little bit more. Surely they should know that they're not selling Blu-rays for for £5 each. And I have seen some of those reduced actually, with the price crossed out and then £2.50 put back on. So maybe they're now starting to realise that those prices are stupid. Alfie says, do you yap to any cinema staff? I do. Yeah, I do have a chat with a few people. There's a lovely lady down View. I bumped into her again last week, and she goes, "Hello, I've seen you for ages." She used to talk to us when I used to go down with Mama Bowman, and there's some staff at the IMAX as well. Luke's World of Movies. I'm looking forward to Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 in November. Yeah, absolutely. And Part 3 in March or April before Karate Kid 2025, which is out in July. Yeah, I'm right up to date with Cobra Kai now. Alfie says, do you think HMV will stock new releases early like Peter Rabbit 2? I don't know about early. Early? They just release them on release, don't they? They just sell them on release date. Danny's here. Hello, Danny, mate. I am good, thank you very much. Jamie says, I think I've heard the 4K extended cut is 40. Oh, this is the Fall Guy, isn't it? Somebody on the Facebook group posted that about 53 minutes in, all their picture all broke up, and they were using the same 4K player that I am. I did play it. I played it from 50 minutes in until an hour in, so I played 10 minutes, no problem whatsoever. So either they've got a dodgy disc, maybe, or maybe it's the player. But yeah, I didn't have any, touch wood, I didn't have any any problems, thankfully. Seen that one. Trekanaut plus that sexy Japanese art writing. Okay, I might have missed the question on that one. Alfie says, has the Blu-ray Fall Guy Blu-ray been fixed? I don't know. I think HMV did send them back because they withheld them, but I think I have seen some people receive their HMV orders that have still got a 4K disc in them. So I really don't know what they're doing. I think someone really messed up on that one. Yeah, Jamie says about halfway it keeps glitching. What's this Trekanaut? Wonder will the censor the rubber batsuit nipples? Okay. Alfie says, also, I'm going to get going now, off to see Deadpool and Wolverine for the second time. Fantastic. Love the film, seen it for the first time. So yeah, catch you next stream. Thank you very much, mate, and enjoy Deadpool again. Shane says, just checking, I have over 250 unwatched Blu-rays on my shelf, so I'm not the only one. Thank God for that. Luke says, was there a Marvel movie that you don't like? There isn't one that I dislike that I just cannot watch. You know, there are ones that are not as good as some. And it varies from person to person. You know, I love the Eternals, whereas Jamie doesn't like the Eternals. There are other Marvel films that people like and don't like. So it's personal preference of what you like and what you don't like. I have no problem with Iron Man 3, I think it is. Is that the one with Mickey Rourke, I think? Thor Dark World, I don't have any hate for it. You know, I can sit there perfectly and happy and enjoy it. So there isn't any Marvel films that I dislike. Then again, I haven't seen Howard the Duck yet. Greyhound was an awesome movie. We've seen it about 4 times, I think, now on Apple. Jim Jam's here. Hi, mate. Jim Jam is here. Thanks for your little message earlier on, mate. Trying to perk me up on a hot day. Ryan Stuff, hello. Hope you're doing good. On the topic of Star Wars, correct me if I'm wrong, but did they show the first 2 episodes of Mando in cinemas? I actually can't remember. It does sound familiar. I can't remember. I'm sure somebody might be able to answer that. Jim James says, just joined. Sorry, didn't know you were live. That's fine, mate. Yeah, well, I didn't do any like notification or anything like that. I just jumped on. And any guests? No guests today, but I might start doing that again. I don't know if do people prefer these solo live streams? Excuse me. Or would you prefer having a guest or two on? I know, do you remember we did that massive one where we had about 12 people on? But, you know, like 1 or 2 or 3 guests and have like a conversation and go through things that we've watched and have a discussion. The only problem with those type of... Hang on, I've got another swig. Obviously, the only problem with those type of videos is that you don't get to see all of the comments because they're piling in. And the chat amongst us. But I just wonder if people miss the live chats with guests, or if it's just better just to keep them solo. Now, you know what that means, don't you? That means that I've been talking for too long. Probably have. Yeah, good 2 hours. Mr. Britt, Papa sounds like a man with taste. Can't go wrong with a Bond movie. No, that's true. Mark is here. Hello, Mark. What TV have you got? Up here, I have the LG, the LG C3 55 OLED. Downstairs, I've got a 65-inch Hisense 4K. Jim Jam says, are you going to watch the Never Ending Story documentary? I really want to see that. I went on there and had a look at the price. It's only like £4, isn't it? $4.95 or something. Excuse me. But yeah, I definitely want to see that. It's just having time to do it. But I'm working Monday and Tuesday this week, but then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So hopefully at one of those evenings, I'm going to just get a chance to sit down and watch it. David says, congratulations, Jim Jam, on your 700 subscribers. Definitely. That's 100% amazing. Yes. If anybody hasn't subscribed to Jim Jam, go over and subscribe. Luke's World says, I think Ironheart won't be that good. There's no point making that show, but that's my opinion. One thing I did notice in the Captain America Brave New World trailer is they're actually going to touch on the subject of, you know, the whole hand and the face poking out of the sea, you know, from the Eternals. So the Eternals is not lost on everyone. Ryan stuff. It's called Never Ending Story. So why didn't they make multiple movies? Would have been cool to have a movie a year. I think they had 3, didn't they, Jim Jam? But I think definitely the first one is the best one, honestly. I received an Ironheart figure this week from Wakanda Forever. The Muppet Don says, I got my copy of If in the post yesterday. That's it. That's a new release this week, isn't it? I missed that at the cinemas, but it does look fun. Bradders, yes, I've already done the giveaway. Hopefully the person that actually won is going to contact me. I might have to put a comment on YouTube against the video and post it in the Facebook group as well. Richard Jones is here. I had a 44 guy 4K disc. Had to get an exchange. 100% wasn't a player issue. It was the fault as I checked it in Windows. Okay. Dave says, although HMV, Amazon get their releases midweek, yeah, I believe that studios stipulate they cannot sell before release date. Well, unless you're Asda, of course. They can ship them early if you're lucky enough to get them before release. Yeah, and many people get their new releases on Saturdays. I've actually had a new release from HMV released actually delivered on a Friday before, so that's surprising. But yeah, they do get them in. I think they get them in like Wednesdays or Thursdays in the actual stores. But yeah, they're not allowed to put them out. John Robertson's here. Hey, handsome. How big is your meat sword? Okay, that's the comment of the day. The Muppet Don. Eternals is a weird one for me. I hated it first time watching, but from the second watch, it was brilliant. It's a shame nothing's ever going to come from the post-credit scene. I think they showed a few episodes of Mardo at one of the D23 events. Mondo, I think that probably is. Ryan is here. Are you going to get the Blu-ray of Mrs. Doubtfire if you see it for cheap price? I actually haven't seen it in any of my charity shops or CEX, I don't think. Solo stream, Dave prefers. Maria prefers just me. People just want a bit of big Pauly in their lives. They don't give a crap about anybody else. David says, Paul, getting Jim Jam movies and TV on your live stream, and Jamie Powell, Kermit's a ghost. Well, if any of those guys want to come on the stream on the next stream, I'm perfectly happy to bring them on. But sometimes it can be a bit tricky, with maybe people going to work or having stuff, having family and having dinner and all that. So yeah, I might put something on the Facebook group actually, just to say if anybody wants to come on the next live stream, just to let me know. Ryan stuff. I'm doing a live stream the 17th of September. It's about a game called Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Don't know if you've heard of it, but I'm looking forward to it. It comes out 19th of September. Fantastic. I think that's it then, guys. It's 2 hours, isn't it? 2 hours, 10 minutes, which is longer than usual. 88 people still watching this beautiful face. So either I've got it or there's something wrong with you. But anyway, thank you for sticking by. Oh, I think I've lost 4 people since I said that. Yeah, thank you for watching the live stream on this hot, sticky, sweaty, moist day. I really need to sit in front of an air conditioning unit now. I might just go and sit in the car for 10 minutes. But yeah, thank you everybody for popping along. I hope you have a great evening and a great week. Don't get too exhausted through the heat because it's going to be really hot tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you in a couple of days. So until the next time, I'll do my usual thingy just for you guys. Bye-bye. Right, now I've got to press the end button. Where is it? There it is.